Ooh, it's Alpharius. Wait a second, I need a little bit of work on this product description. Let's see. Alpharius. Question mark. That's better. Fans of the Horus Heresy, thank you very much for joining me for a very special unboxing. An unboxing of mystery, an unboxing of the latest in the character series from Pauldron's Horus Heresy range. And this is none other than the Primarch of Legio 20, Alpharius. This is going to be quite an exciting video. I picked this miniature up at Warhammer Fest on Saturday the 12th of May. And, well, we're going to be having a little bit of a sojourn into the realm of the Alpha Legion, taking a look at one of the most anticipated Horus Heresy models of all time, Alpharius. What we're going to do in this review is we're going to open up the pack, we're going to take a look at the miniature and see what it's about. I will appraise the quality and see what that looks like, and just generally see what this is about. So, without further ado, we have what's today's device? Oh, we have a steak knife. Yes, we have steak recently. Make a little clinical incision. Obviously, you know, nothing too overt. We do things surreptitiously and precisely in the Alpha Legion. The miniature comes in a smart presentational Horus Heresy character series box. This is a small size box, a lot smaller than what Rogal Dawn came in, which was a massive great thing, you know, for fortification value. This being Alpharius is a slim little box to sneak through enemy defences and cause havoc. This costs £75. And at the moment it isn't on retail release. So this was in effect what one would call the big reveal for Warhammer Fest, or big product reveal or product sale for Warhammer Fest. So here we have it, the Horus Heresy, a picture of Alpharius, and he is delivering some special punishment to this expiring Space Wolf legionary. And on the reverse of this little docket we have an exploded diagram of the Primarch showing how to build him, and construction notes, and well, just a general bump. So this will be interesting to see how it works. We've actually got a CAD rendered one for a change. I think that might be a first, as opposed to a picture based one. Having built Rogal Dawn recently for one of the viewers, Matt Briggs, it'll be interesting to see how this Primarch is to assemble. So that will be interesting. Right, his signature weapon is the Pale Spear. That is there. Definitely not Xenos technology. Right, in the box, let us take a look. We have a single tray of parts, which is bursting with bits, and the rest of the box. So we'll put the rest of the box to one side and we will go into the packet. Get a whole load of bits. And where do we start with this most delicious of Primarch models? Well, we can't start with the base because I think that's a little bit unexciting to start with. We have a set of arms, his left and right arm. Let's get a look at this. This dude looks awesome. Whoever sculpted this has done a wonderful job, a wonderful job. Top credit to sculpting this scale style armor, and of course his armor, his suit of Artificer Armor, is known as the Pythian scales, or the Pythian scales. Pythian sounds quite funny, as if it's a pithy set of armor. Beautiful detailing. This miniature has been scaled in line with the other Primarch. Connoisseurs of lore will appreciate that there is much debate as to how big Alpharius is, how big he is in relation to his other Legionnaires. But yeah, they've done this as a tabletop model and they want it to be an impressive showpiece to lead an army. What do we have here? Now here we have the helm of the man. This is the first Primarch that features a helmeted head only. So maintaining mystery and mystique of this enigmatic figure of Horus Heresy. This is the tip to the Pale Spear. It definitely isn't a Xenos weapon. And here we have his holstered, mastercrafted plasma blaster. Yeah, he goes into battle well armed indeed. Right, so we take away a bit of foam. It's nicely packaged. There's a lot of parts in here. They've been put in well, so that's nice to see. Right, we have to do this now. His torso. Wow. Look at that. That's quite a sculpt, isn't it? The detail on this model is phenomenal. Wow. Even, I mean, look at the Alpha Legion insignia. It even has a chain sculpted running across the A letter. That's brilliant. And all this scale effect. I'm not sure which of the sculptors has done the Alpha Legion models, but they've absolutely smashed it out of the park as far as I'm concerned with Alpharius and the Linnaean Terminators, which I'll be reviewing later, and the upcoming Praetors as well look absolutely mint. Quality-wise, this is generally very good. You would expect pretty much damn near perfection. You can't have any errors going across these scaly areas, otherwise you're going to lose your sanity trying to clean them up. There's a bit of a mould seam to clean away. You can see this running around here. On the inside of the leg, it's a little bit more pronounced. You can see there and there. But fortunately, the mould designer has avoided the area of scale with the mould seam. And there's a bit more of a edge to take off there. As I always say, there's more of a seam there than I would have liked, but not too bad, and less work to do there than I had with Rogel Dawn's inner legs, which were quite tricky. I'm going to stand that because that's just awesome. I love the positioning and the pose on that. Very dynamic. Right, let's stick with dynamic and do his cloak. Sticking with the general Primarchy theme, Alpharius has a cloak. Lots of dynamic swishiness going on here, and beautiful bas relief with his embroidered hydras running across the edge of the cloak. Love that. Beautiful. What's next in the box? So shall we do this bit? So what's here? Okay, here we have some accessories for Alpharius. This is his, this attaches to his helmet, the side of his helmet. Of course, in the Heresy, he has a Cognis Signum and I think a Nuncio box. So he has, shall we say, tactical equipment that many Primarchs lack. We have a set of Venom Sphere grenades, a signature piece of Alpha Legion weaponry, a piece of tabard, and the arms of the Space Marine he is dispatching on the ground. So he's very much in the guise of fighting in the Heresy here, as most of the Primarchs have been so far. Let's do his pauldrons. So again, more hydrastic, there you go, hydratastic detailing there. There's his tabard that will go between his legs. You know, sticking with the chain and Hydra's head motif throughout. Yeah, very good. Whoops, that just came off then. Don't think that'll matter. Are those mould seams running across there or not? No, they're not, are they? It's just a fine detailing on the Hydra. Wonderful. Very nice. Do like. What's next? The Pale Spear. So this is Alpharius's signature melee weapon. This is clearly going to need a pinning job. We've got a head attaching on to the spear like that. So they've done that to allow casting to be more easily accomplished. However, that attachment point is nowhere near strong enough for even mild use in my view. So I will be putting a pin in there to make sure it doesn't break. A nice weapon and an unusual and interesting design. Not particularly over the top and flashy, but if you read fluff on it, it's quite an unusual arm to say the least. Okay, so moving into the second half of the tray. One more bit of equipment for him in the form of two backpacks. Firstly, we have Alpharius's Primarch Artificer Armor backpack. As in other Primarchs, this is a modified version of common pattern of Artificer Armor. So Lorgar, Rogel Dawn, Rubute Gilliman. They all wear the same basic armour with a few stylistic adaptations. Terminator Primarchs such as Horus accepted. I like what the sculptor has done with Mr. Alpharius's variant. So they've taken the vents and they've bent them round to the rear as a set of Hydra heads. Very good. We've got some other nice details on the top of the armour as well. Very good. And of course, I wonder if anything on here is something stealthy, because of course Alpharius is equipped with Chameleon. As well as Alpharius's power pack, we have a Mark IV power pack as well, which is for the wounded Marine who's about to get a bit of dispatching from Alpharius. Talking of the wounded Marine, let us take a look at this unfortunate Astartes. A little bit of damage here and there. He's had a bit of a swipe on the helm. Yeah, taken a few bolter shells, maybe, or well, who knows what sort of shells, but he's taken them. Got a ruptured leg armour plate as well. Very interesting. And a little bit of internal detail there on the armour. You can see that the ribbing continues underneath the armour. Not seen that done before. Not on a non-Primaris model. Well, I've not seen it done before. Maybe it has been done before. Question for the comments. Nice part of the base. And the base is made of 3 parts. Firstly, I have this, which is the actual main base for Alpharius, and he's going to stand on that like so. Got some nice rubbly details. Nothing particularly signature, but nicely executed and nicely cast as well. And then finally we've got the 2 parts of the scenic base. More rubbliness, and the injured marine is going to go onto this somewhere. I wonder if he goes here. Does he go here? I think he goes here somehow. Trying to get away. Now, and then I suppose this is designed in such a way that you can drop Alpharius into it. And the final 2 things that you get in this kit is that's a 40mm base, and is it a 40 and a 60mm base, or a 40 and a 65mm base? So this scenic base sits on here, and then this base can drop into the recess. Now the recess is, it clamps around the base for strength. These are going to need some sort of design. One of them will be, I guess this one I'll probably fix in place, and this one will slide on and off. Probably a bit of magnetization there to click it into place. Very good. All looks nice, nicely cast. There's a bit of cleanup. I think the main actual bit of cleanup, really, apart from the odd mold seam here and there, again on the inside leg of Alpharius's torso, I seem to have a little bit of trouble with getting the molds properly aligned there. I mean, this is better than the Rogal Dawn, but it's still there. A bit of work to do there, but with the exception of that, this all looks very nicely cast indeed. I'm really looking forward to building this. I love the detailing of it sculpted. It really does look great. I think it's going to make a fantastic little centerpiece to my Alpha Legion side project. I always have side projects, don't I? I just love these miniatures. So I hope you've enjoyed this review, this early release character series miniature from the Forge World Horus Heresy range, Alpharius, the Primarch of the Alpha Legion. As always, please share your thoughts and observations in the comments section, including discussion and banter around if this is Alpharius, if he's a Magon, or if he's something completely different. I'll be very interested here as always. But other than that, I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. I'll speak to you next time, and goodbye.